Hi guys, welcome to my video. Today I'm here to review a book that I just recently finished reading. This is a fantasy novel by Robert Jordan, part 1 of the Wheel of Time series known as The Eye of the World. Okay, so this is a pretty thick book, as you can tell. This was written in it was published in 1980, and I'm sorry, not 1980, 1990, but it was written long before that, so the author took quite a while to write it. 770 pages. So let's get right to the review, my thoughts on the book. Okay, so first impression, it's very stereotypical of a fantasy story. So if you're familiar with fantasy, it's going to be, right up your alley, everything right down the line. It's not exactly linear. It starts out with a prologue that's set like thousands and thousands of years before, and then we have going right into the story. It's kind of slow, the pacing. It takes quite a while to get some meaty tidbits of story information and background, and really to get to the good action parts, you really have to slog through some kind of boring stuff. But everything is wonderfully detailed and described, maybe even a little too much. One of my biggest complaints with the book is not so much the story, but the way it's written, the sentence structure, the wording. It doesn't have a flow to it. So if you're reading it out loud, you really kind of stumble through it because it just doesn't have that nice flow, kind of, like a sing-song type of flow. It's really staccato and broken up. That's how I feel. So there's all sorts of fun stuff in this book that you'd expect from a fantasy series, such as magic and medieval warfare, creatures, some really cool stuff, fun elements. And the one thing you want to ask is, like, how is this different? How does it stand out from other fantasy stories? And my answer to that is, it's just quality. It's like good quality characters, quality, details. There's nothing that really stands out above and beyond other fantasy series other than it's one of the best from what I've read. This particular book, I'm not so sure how it compares to the others. I think maybe the others on this series, because there's 14 in the series, and this is number 1. So I think the others are quite a bit better. That's just based on what I've heard. I wasn't crazy about the ending either. The ending was kind of confusing, a little bit of a anticlimax, not truly satisfying. But there's good characters, pretty good story, and some really fun stuff. Without getting into any spoilers, but this book's pretty old, so spoilers, but they are going to do a series, a TV series out of this, so that will be interesting. How does it compare to, say, Game of Thrones? Well, Game of Thrones really has a lot more political stuff and backstabbing, betrayal. This story really not so much at all, but other fun fantasy elements are prominent, and that you'll get more magic, more fighting of creatures and stuff like that. So, pretty good story, pretty good book. I'd say maybe a C+ or a B- right around there. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed my review. See you next time.